As a young girl that was coming up, I always wish to get married and then start raising a family to call my own. And so I met my husband, then we were dating. And because of the plan I had to ask him, are you sure you have plans of getting married? Because as for me, I have plans. I want to get married and then start having my own children because I am a woman. I'm not like you. One day, menopause will hit me and I won't be able to give birth. And so I don't want to start running here and there looking for a way to give birth because he was this book type, and so he's always talking about the school he will go, the book he will read, and I've not heard of him talking about marriage. And that is why I pinched that information to him, and he made me to understand that he is a man and he wished to have his own family too. And so finally, as God could have it, we can't marry. As we marry, by God's grace, I was blessed with the fruit of the womb, and so I can't get picking. Then I can't get pickings. And so there is this joy in me. God, thank you. I've gotten children to call my own. Now, I never knew that in this bundle of joy that I have, that something will happen along the line. And so along the line, I can't experience some funny things. And I told myself, is this how motherhood is? And so I told myself that these things I am experiencing as a result of motherhood, if I had known earlier, it would have helped me a lot to relieve me of the madness. And so I thought it wise that why don't I share these 5 things I wish someone had told me before I became a mother with you, so that your experience of this motherhood madness can be easier for you, so that you will go into motherhood being prepared with what I'm about to tell you, okay? So number 1, you will lose sleep. Yes, I never knew that being a mother, I am going to lose sleep. And I got to realize that it is not about losing sleep alone. You can't sleep when you want to sleep. You know, I'm this type, I don't joke with my nights, I love relaxing. But I came to realize that being a mother, my child dictates when I sleep and when I don't. And so these children, my baby, will just wake up in the night, will start playing. She'll play for hours and she'll want to breastfeed. And me breastfeeding now, staying awake, what happens? I will lose my sleep. I won't be able to sleep. And she will be awake all through the night. And when it gets to 4 a.m., she will start sleeping. By then, I won't be able to sleep because I will have to find sleep. And then by the time I want to sleep, they have broken. And then as a mother, I have to take care of the home and every other person in the house. And so I noticed that I started losing sleep on a daily basis. And it's not funny because it's telling on me. And then my mother-in-law told me that I really need to reschedule my sleeping hours And so I don't have to be sleeping in the night as usual as a mother. Your child dictates when you sleep and when you stay awake. And so she told me, when she's sleeping, join her to sleep. So that when she wakes up, you people wake up together and you won't be stressed. And when I tried that, I saw the difference. And so my sleeping hours weren't in the night alone. I had to sleep whenever my baby was sleeping. And so I lost sleeping. Not just that, but my baby dictates for me when I must sleep. Now, the next thing, the second thing I wish someone told me before I became a mother was that I never knew that my priorities are going to change completely overnight. My beloved friend, if you have a baby, if you have children, if you are a mother, you will get to realize that once you become a mother, your priorities change. If you are this type of person that lavishes money on looking good, if you are someone that loves sightseeing always, you know it costs you money. You love traveling. You get to realize that you won't be able to do all these things when children come into your life. Because before you think of your skin, how your skin should glitter, how your clothes should always be changing, your hair and all the rest, the places you have to go, the people you have to meet, you are always conscious of yourself. But once children come into your life, when once pikin enter your family and you become a mother, the game change, everything change. Instead of you to be thinking of yourself, your priority, your goal is now on that your child. It be like Jasu, when you become a mother, your priority change overnight. You no longer think about yourself. You are not the first person in your scale of preference. All your mind, your money, everything you're hustling for is now for your child. Whatever you think is, how will my child be happy? What school will she go? You want her to go to the best school? You want her to look good? You want her to come out to be a successful person. And so all you think, all your goals, your dreams and vision is now shifted on this your child. I never knew. I never knew until I became a mother. Because if I knew, I would have walked ahead of time. I would have planned myself that this is what I am coming to meet. But I didn't know. So it took me unaware that when I become a mother, my children will be the ultimate thing I will think of, not myself. You will see that when you have children, if you are even this kind of person that loves forwarding your education, you will find reason to pause that, okay, I have gotten up to this level. Let me pause. Let me see how my kids can get a better education and even the best. And so everything about your life, all your plans will change overnight because of these children or because of the child you have. You will now put your children or your child as your first priority in whatever you do. Any decision you are taking, secretly or openly, what comes to your mind, even when you are doing something, you will say, you will just say, even if someone is troubling you and you want to react, you say, for the sake of my children, let me just leave this thing. So in your decisions, in your actions, all you think of is this wonderful gift that God have given to you to care for. The third thing I wish someone had told me before I became a mother was, you will worry about your child more than yourself. Now, you are hungry. You are not worried that you are hungry. You are worried of what your own child will eat. And it is not as if you are not hungry. If, for example, you don't have money, if it's only you, you won't stress yourself that much, but you'll be concerned about your child. You don't show enough concern about your safety anymore. It's the safety of your child. You want to know where your child is, what your child is doing, how is your child feeling, what does your child want. That is always your concern. You are not worrying about yourself. You are worrying about the future of your child, not yourself again. What your child will become tomorrow is your concern. When your child comes, it's like you are done with your life. You start focusing. All your worries is now on that your child. You worry more of their safety, their welfare, their well-being, their education, who they mingle with, who they are not mingling with, everything that concerns their welfare, their life, you worry, and you worry less about yourself. I never knew that is how motherhood is. All I ever knew is I want to get married to the man of my dream and then start having my children. I never knew that I will stop worrying about myself and start worrying about these wonderful children that God brings to the home. Now, the fourth thing I wish someone had told me before I became a mother was that not everyone will understand your struggle. You know, I have told you in my previous video before this one of the madness that comes with motherhood. And you see, this madness is not always the same. Some persons, their madness is severe. Some are not severe like that. And so our experiences are not the same. And sometimes you are running mad, you are going crazy as a result of them behaving in a certain way. You want them to behave, yet they are not. You are worried. Where you want them to be, they are not yet there. You are worried. The kind of friends they keep, you are not comfortable with. You are worried. Their welfare, their happiness, you are worried. But trust me, you are expecting people. Sometimes even your partner will not know how you are struggling, how you they hustle so hard to hold yourself, to be able to control your feelings and emotions. You are struggling with how you can become a better mother that they will look up to tomorrow and then be proud of. You are struggling how to live an exemplary life so that you will not bring shame and reproach to them. But no one will understand these your struggles. The thoughts you are fighting against and you are fighting with, no one sees it apart from you. The gravity, the weight of your struggles, no one sees and no one understands. And so it makes your struggle even more tougher for you. I never knew motherhood was like this. I never knew it was every mother that had to go through this madness. And sometimes you will feel that as a mother, if you are passing through your season of madness as a result of motherhood, you will feel that every mother should understand you. But trust me, sometimes it's even the men that will understand you, that you are going through a lot. Sometimes your fellow mother, a fellow woman like you, no matter how you explain to them, they will not understand the gravity of what you're passing through. Some persons are quick to understand what you're passing through, but there are some persons, no matter how you pour out your feelings to them, how you are feeling, how you are going nuts and crazy, they won't understand you. This is real life unfiltered. I am telling you just the way it is. What I am sharing with you today is what I wish I knew before I became a mother. Now, the last but not the least, the fifth one is you will discover the strength you never knew you had when you become a mother. My beloved friend, there are things I knew I can do, and there are things I knew I can't do. But me being a mother has made me to discover my hidden strengths and potential. I never knew I would be able to care for young ones like this. You know, I am the last born in my family, so I wasn't privileged to take care of a younger one. And so I don't know how it looks like to care for a little baby. You know, motherhood made me to know that I can bathe a baby, I can feed a baby, I can take care of the welfare of a baby. Motherhood made me to understand that I can feel how my child feels. I can understand their feelings. I can just look at them and I know what they want. With their little expressions, they won't be able to speak to me. Sometimes they will know that mommy will not approve of this. But with their behavior, I know what they want. I know how to make them to expose what they want from me. Being a mother has made me to see my hidden potential. I never knew I could sacrifice this much in life for someone else. But being a mother have made me to see that life is vanity. Fine, before this time, I know life is vanity. But I've got to realize that life is vanity. And so there's nothing that I should hold on to myself so serious. I should loosen up. I should let go. And so I am so open. I never knew I could bring myself as an adult to the level of a child just to make them comfortable. I never knew I could be able to generate songs of my own as a mother. I never knew I was a musician. I love singing, but then I never knew I could be able to generate music owned by me. And so when my baby is crying, just to make her to stop, I will just start generating music and then singing for her. And before you know it, she will stop. Motherhood, motherhood, motherhood has a lot in stock. All we know is I won't marry, I won't born. but it's more than you marrying and then giving birth. Being a mother made me to know that in life, your child needs your attention, your husband needs your attention, and both attentions you have to give to them. One is not superior to the other, because as a husband, he needs your attention as a wife. And as a mother, your child also needs your attention as a mother. And so when they call at the same time, you will make sure you will know how to balance the equation so that none of them will feel that they are being cheated. These things I just shared with you are the 5 things I wish I knew as I'm venturing into motherhood. Because I wish I knew these 5 things I just shared with you, my motherhood journey would have been easier for me. And I told myself, I have experienced this. I don't want you, my beloved friend, to go into motherhood before discovering it. Why don't I share them with you so that your journey will be easier? I have taken the pain in discovering them so that you can use this information and then go into motherhood and be better than me. And if you're already in motherhood and you've not discovered this, these are the likely things that you can experience being a mother. And you might think that the madness of motherhood is the craziest thing that you can ever experience. But that is not all. I want you to stick with me. Follow me up until you get to realize the sacrifices that mothers make on a daily basis as a result of us being mothers. And if you want to know this, I want you to stick around until the next time we meet so that you will be able to know the sacrifices that mothers pay as a result of being mothers that we are. This is Real Life Unfiltered TV. What I just shared with you is real. And I did not filter it. I did not say it the way it will sweet you. I told you exactly the way it is. If you like this video, why not give it a like? Share it with others and then subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Until next time, I remain your host, Dora Bob.